This is my typical day working as a professional software developer. Now, the first thing I like to do, I'll say good morning to the team. We've got developers that work in different parts of the country and in the office, and we use Slack to communicate. I then check my email and also check my calendar to see if we've got any meetings scheduled. Now, what you'll find working as a developer, you're never just coding in isolation. Sometimes I've got a meeting where I've got to explain what I'm working on or something that I've done before to non-technical people. So good communication skills is a must. I'll check the Trello board. Now, Trello is a task management app. This is where you can see what tasks need to be completed. I would have a look in the to-do column and see if there's anything urgent, and then I'll pick a task and I'll move it to the doing column. Now, Trello's good because other developers can see what you're working on and you can see what they're working on. So before I start the task, I like to make a plan. So I could have picked a task that says, oh, create this new feature. So before I do that, I like to go through the code base, and I'm really just checking to see if there's any pieces of code that I can reuse, because one of the main things in development is not to repeat yourself. And after I've done that, I write down how I'm going to tackle this task. So then I'll start coding. So this is where you can have your fun. You can really get in the zone, start completing your task, but always remember that you are working within a team, so your team may be contacting you, so you got to stop what you're doing and do something else and then come back to it later. And if you're happy with the code that you've written, you can push it to the repository. Now, the repository that we use is called GitHub. That's where we store all of our code, and then you ask a developer to review that code. And the developer may come back and request some changes, or he may approve it. And then it will be merged into master. Lunch. So sometimes I'll go for lunch with my colleagues, or if it's a nice day, I'll take a walk and just stretch my legs. There's loads of shops up in central London and there's lots of things to do. It's not so good for my pocket, but it's a nice change of scenery from staring at code all day. So I'll do that for an hour and then it's back to the office. So we're back coding again, and it could be you're working on something different now. Maybe you've got to review some code for a developer, or maybe there's a bug that needs to be fixed. And at some point during the day, there's going to be a team meeting. This is where you get to say what you were working on and also if you have encountered any issues. And then it's home time. Yeah, that's it. It's time to go home. So we get to go home, spend a bit of quality time, recharge our batteries. But if you're like me, you'll be working on your side project and investigating new technologies. So that's my typical day as a professional software developer. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, and